My name is Nan, and I am presenting this evening. All right, so just please take a minute and write down or reflect on the reasons why you're here. So welcome to the Natural Weight Loss Seminar. My name is Nan Jenkins, and I'll be presenting Breakthrough M2's weight loss seminar. Tonight, this is all about real life, real people, and real results, and we want to share this with you. If at any point you have any questions, please make sure you can put those in the chat, or you can go to our website, breakthroughm2.com, and go to the chat there, and we will get to those questions. If at any point you'd like to go to the website and make a purchase, please do so. We encourage you to stay to the end, though, because we do have a special gift for those of you who stick around. So let's get started. If you can relate to any of these, then we completely understand. These answers were actually given to us by clients over the years, and they helped us make this slide. I too had some of these as well. 22 years I struggled though, and I felt helpless about my size. My weight was continually increasing. I had a very busy lifestyle. I was tired all the time and achy. And honestly, I tried so many different diets. My last one was MetaFast, and that was very difficult. I had no confidence, no sexy, no energy, no solution. And this picture here on the left is me in the middle of summer at a theme park wearing a sweater. So you can imagine how I felt if I was doing that. Everything changed though when I saw my aunt. She handed me a protocol and she said, I just want you to read this. This is what helped me. You know, I've been struggling with my weight for years, and I saw her lose weight and keep it off. So I was definitely intrigued. After I read the science behind what she did, I finally understood why I'd struggled for so many years. I really believed that this made sense to me, and I was going to have success if I just stuck to it. This protocol, our program, works with the body's natural systems, not against them. And that's why, to me, I was like, this totally makes sense. Now, in the beginning, when I first started it, I decided to do the program. It took me 3 months, by the way, of reading and reading and reading. But in the beginning, I really did not believe in myself as fully as I was hoping, because I had tried so many and failed and quit and whatever else. But I did promise myself that I was going to do this 100%. Within 2 weeks' time, my clothes were looser. The scale had gone down significantly, 10 pounds, maybe 12. I had more energy. I was sleeping better. I just felt so good, and I was motivated to stay on course and keep going. And after 10 weeks of weight loss, it was incredible. I even stayed strong through Thanksgiving. I started out at a size 16, 18, and I finished my journey at a size 8. And this was back in 2012. I had lost 50 pounds in 68 days using the Dr. Simeon's protocol, which is the foundation of the Breakthrough M2 company. And my biggest breakthrough was I finally saw the body in the mirror that was reflecting the woman that was inside. And it was just incredible. And my name is Nan Jenkins, like I said before. I am the founder of Breakthrough M2. I have a master's in education in math. This company was started in 2012. I resigned from being a math teacher to make this my full-time career. I'm a certified naturopath now, and I have more than 13 years in the natural weight loss industry. Yes, and I'm a mom of 3 and grandmother of 3. So why am I here? I was so motivated and inspired to share what I had done for other people. And I feel like if I can do this program, so can you. And you deserve to feel proud and energized and full of yourself again, just like I did. I got my confidence back, my body back, my spark back. And honestly, it wasn't about being perfect, but I was committed to doing what I needed to do. And I want to help you do the same thing. So how did I do it? I followed his instructions. That's it. It's a simple structured plan. And I have put together so many more things to help people be organized. I prepared and ate real whole food. I took natural supplements that supported my body. And most importantly, I stayed consistent. So if you can follow a few simple steps, then yes, you're definitely in the right place. And please know that this company was founded on the fact that we want people to stop dieting. We don't want you to be repetitive and keep going. We want you to stop dieting, and that is our goal. So we have created success for you here. Today, you're going to learn about a few things. I'll teach you about Dr. Simeons, who was the creator of the M2 method. I want to teach you about the three types of fat and their purpose because there's a reason behind understanding that. I want you to understand how the hypothalamus, which is the key to fat regulation, is a key part of this whole process. The importance of the detoxification process, that's what really makes us different. And the results of some of our M2 members, you're going to see those. And of course, the 4 steps to weight loss, and then how to get started. So by the time you're done with this presentation, you'll have all the things that you need to be successful. This is Dr. Simeons, and he is the pioneer in understanding fat and weight loss. He dedicated over 10 years of study on how the fat functions within the body. He did conduct thousands of clinical studies with his patients. He was an endocrinologist in the 1940s, and he wrote the method for natural weight loss called Pounds and Inches. It's on our website if you'd like to look that up. The Breakthrough M2 program is designed after his method, and that is how we got the M2 in our name because he originally called it the metabolic method. I also want you guys to know that since the 1940s, his findings have been repeatedly validated by doctors and patients worldwide. He sent his protocol out to doctors all over the world, including the United States, and doctors today are still using his method. So the first discovery was understanding the 3 different types of fat. And I want to kind of boil this down for you because the normal fat and structural fat are the good fats that the body needs. You have these 2 fats for very specific purposes, as you can see on the screen. If you use these fats, you're going to see weight loss on the scale. But if you use them, you're going to see the weight gain because your body will put it back. You don't want to lose the good fat during a diet. If you do, you're going to see it come back. You only want to use the last one, which is abnormal fat. The abnormal fat is not necessary. It's very hard to access. It's toxic, and the body will not use that to burn it will not use that as fuel to burn if it has other fat that it can use. It doesn't want to use your normal and structural fat, but it will if it has to. And because the abnormal fat is so difficult to get to, usually when people go on diets, they are using the good fat first. And usually when they get off the diet, they will replace 2/3 of the weight that they lost. And then they feel like a failure. You see? If the process is going against the systems of the body, the diet will fail. And that is exactly what happened to me over the 22 years. And that's what he saw happening to people. That's what Dr. Simeon saw happening to his patients as well, until he realized what was going on. Now, throughout his years of studying, he found that the hypothalamus, which is a little organ inside the center of the brain, is what I like to call command central for fat regulation. A healthy hypothalamus will regulate hunger, metabolism, and fat burning. The hypothalamus controls how the body stores, accesses, and burns all fat, but it really goes after and focuses on the abnormal fat when it can. Now, the hypothalamus is given natural stimulation. When it's given natural stimulation, the body can detoxify the bad fat. And now the body can use that fat as calories, as fuel. And it can use it rapidly effectively and safely. And that's why we can say to you, if you're losing fat quickly, it's not unsafe because you're losing fat you do not need, right? All the stuff on the exterior part of your body is all toxic fat, jelly fat. If you're using that your body doesn't need, it's great to lose that quickly. It's great to detoxify that and get rid of it. So that was discovery number 2. Now, just as a little side note, how do toxins build up in the body? Well, in this country nowadays, there are lots of reasons. The things that we're exposed to through our food, which is a hormonal disruption for many of us. Lots of things are hormonal disruptions, like stuff in our laundry detergent, makeups, hair care products. Lots of toxins are in there. Our food supply, of course, it's laden with chemical toxins, preservatives, food dyes, things that just should not be consumed. GMOs, processed foods. Of course, if we are taking lots of medications, the body can only metabolize those so quickly. So if you have excess medication the body cannot get rid of and metabolize, it will take good clean fat, wrap up all the excess stuff it can't metabolize, and it'll store it into the outer part of the body, which is now creating more toxic fat. Little side note here. The average American woman is exposed to over 100 chemicals before 9 a.m. just from her morning routine. So between makeup, shampoos, lotions, perfumes, they all add up and the body will absorb all of this. Now, this is another reason why women are many times fatter than men, because they're being exposed to more toxins and they're accumulating toxic fat more rapidly. Detoxing abnormal fat means lasting weight loss. And this really was um, the biggest thing that he was able to understand. Um, the toxic abnormal fat disrupts hormones and metabolism. Detoxifying that will restore balance and reset that metabolism. And when that happens, the hypothalamus can then balance everything out. Cleaned abnormal fat can and will be used for the body, by the body for calories. And when your body uses that abnormal fat, again, it has no reason to replace this. I am saying this a second and maybe even third time at this point because so many people say to me, well, you're on a low calorie diet, of course you're going to lose weight. And that is true. If you go on a low calorie diet, the scale is going to go down. But you have to ask yourself, what fat are you losing? Are you losing good fat that is going to come back again and be replaced? Or are you using toxic, abnormal fat that you will not have to replace? Okay, so that is the key to understanding success, long-lasting weight loss. Understanding that if you are targeting fat that you don't need, you have no reason to put it back. So the result is going to be a healthier body that naturally maintains that weight loss because you have not disrupted the good, clean fat. You've only gotten rid of the toxics, the toxic fat and the toxins in the body. So this whole process that is happening, okay, natural effective detoxification is the key to making sure that you are going to have lasting weight loss. Support the hypothalamus because now it's going to be able to target that abnormal toxic fat and detoxify that rapidly. When you do that, now the low calorie diet that we're going to teach you about is going to force the body, for lack of a better word, into eating away at the fat that you don't need. It will not go after clean fat. It will go after now the fat that you do not need. The body knows not to eat good fat if it has another resource. And because you've taken our supplements that have helped support the hypothalamus, you're detoxifying fat that you don't need. You've just created an environment where now your body is literally eating away at the fat that it doesn't need. Beautiful process. So ultimately, what you're doing is you are shielding your organs, you're supporting the natural fat, the structural fat to stay in place. You're keeping the muscles protected, right? You're detoxifying the body, which is going to help with energy and stamina and metabolism and hormonal balance, right? And you're literally losing fat that you don't need. This process helps the body function better, you feel better, and of course, you keep the weight off long term. Now, this is Tom, and I can tell you that he was a huge skeptic. He came to 3 different seminars, I think, and just kept asking question after question. Um, he had no acid reflux by the time he was done. His skin cleared up, reduced his high blood pressure medication. In fact, he did get off of it. The reason I love this picture is because you can see that his muscle didn't go anywhere. It was uncovered. And that is what I want people to see. You are not losing muscle. You are protecting it. You are literally losing the fat that's overlaying the muscle. So why are we so different? And the reason being is because we are stopping that whole cycle of, losing good fat, replacing it, adding more on. And if that is a cartoon that you've experienced, it's kind of funny and cute, but if you've experienced, it's not so funny. But the drops and this protocol, our program, are stopping that cycle. Okay. You will only lose fat that your body doesn't need, and you will be detoxifying as well. And the reason why I said to you in the very beginning was that this just made sense to me was because all the stuff that's laying on the exterior of my body, I know that that's calories that I couldn't get to. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So what is the typical weight loss our members have experienced? These are the averages from our M2 members. Women after 7 days are typically losing 5 to 10 pounds. After 21 days, 12 to 18 pounds. And after 40 days, 20 to 25 pounds. Men, you're definitely higher. A lot of times, men, you are a pound a day. So after 7 days, 8 to 12 pounds. After 21 days, 18 to 21 pounds. And after 40 days, 30 to 40 pounds. I can say that, a lot of times people do write down to those questions, why am I here? I want to feel better. I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. True. But this is the other reason why most of us are here, right? We want to feel more confident. We want to be more energized. We want to be able to keep up with our kids and grandkids, along with all of these other amazing things. This is truly why we're here, right? Because we believe that if we do lose weight, it's going to make us happier. We believe that if we do lose weight, it's going to help us be healthier. And those are facts, right? And these are the side effects of successfully losing weight and keeping it off. And that is a wonderful side effect that you're going to experience. Now, this is Alyssa. She lost 25 pounds. Um, she did a wonderful job. You can also see that her muscle didn't go anywhere. And the best part of this whole quote is that she says, everyone deserves to feel this good. And she did a beautiful job. And she is definitely one of our superstars from 2025. So let's get into it. I want to introduce to you the 4 steps to weight loss. How are you going to get there? Couple of things though. Number 1, if you're pregnant, pregnant or nursing, you cannot do this program. It is low calorie. It's too much for someone who's pregnant and nursing. Also, if you have been diagnosed with cancer and you're currently taking chemotherapy for it, you cannot do this program either. Those are the 2, contraindicators. The other thing I want everybody to know is it gets asked all the time, can I exercise in this program? Moderate to intense workouts are strictly discouraged when you are doing the fat loss phase. You need to avoid activities that are causing you to sweat or significantly elevate your heart rate. We want you to allow the body to focus on one thing at a time. It's either going to be exercising and toning up and building, or it's going to be dieting and losing. So let's not do them at the same time. We're going to take just the dieting and losing part first. And when you do that, you will see success. So light exercise is fine, a walk, gentle Pilates, light weightlifting for toning, no problem. Anything more than that is not, it's not beneficial for weight loss. Okay, so the Breakthrough M2 journey, there's 4 different steps you're going to go through, and I love being able to give you something to try to connect this to. And basically, the idea is that you're the pilot and you're getting ready to go on a journey because you're getting to a new destination. And so the first thing you're going to do is check all your engine, your indicators, your fuel, make sure you have everything you need, make sure the plane is fully stocked, you're ready to go. That is the idea of step 1. You're preparing. The 5-day pre-start in what we call the prep week is when you're doing that. You are reading, you're doing all kinds of things to get ready, and I'll get into that in just a second. The takeoff is the 2 high-fat days that you're going to make sure you do. Okay? That's step 1. Prepare, get ready, and then taking off and ascending. Once you get to altitude now and you are cruising, that is step 2 where you are losing, right? Cruising and losing weight is step 2. When you get to your goal, you are now descending. That is step 3. It's a 2-day descent, so to speak. And when you hit the runway, now you're in step 4, and you'll be in step 4 transition for 3 to 6 weeks, depending on how much weight you've lost. And that whole time frame is when you're pulling into the terminal, you're getting off the plane, you're going and getting your luggage, and you're getting ready to leave the terminal completely and get to your new destination. Okay? And I will be referencing this throughout, but just so you understand. All right, so step 1, preparing. What does this look like? It's 5 days plus 2 high-fat days, 1 full week. 5 days ahead of time, we want you to log into your online dashboard. It's an amazing dashboard. Watch the videos. It's got all kinds of things on there to help navigate this whole journey for you. We want you to read your manual that you're going to get in the mail. We also want you to prepare your kitchen and do meal prep. And we teach you how to do all of this. Okay? Those are the 5 days before you start cruising and losing. All right. Then you're going to do your 2 high-fat days. So, well, it's 5 out of 7 days that you're going to be preparing. Now, the 2 high-fat days, this is essential. When I was talking before about the foundation or of the fat law, the different fats in the body, one of the things you have to understand is that when you're consuming all those toxins, you are pulling good fat out of your reserves to wrap those toxins up. So you're literally on a daily basis stealing good fat out of your body. And then you're putting that toxic fat into storage. And now your body is asking for more fat. A lot of us who have been overweight and what we call, I'm so fat, we don't want to eat fat. We feel like that's going to make the situation worse. Okay, so sometimes this is a little bit difficult for people to wrap their head around that they have to do 2 high-fat days. Okay, but you'll be starting the drops on those 2 high-fat days. You have to get the hypothalamus supported so that it starts detoxifying the fat. You have to take in good, fat so that the hypothalamus can clean that as well and replace that and put it back where it needs to go. When you're doing that, you are starting you're making the foundation of the body ready for fat loss now. Okay, so you're going to start both drops. I'll talk about those in a minute. You're going to fill up on high-fat foods. Healthy ones or even not so healthy sometimes, right? A lot of people would argue that chocolate cake, and fried foods are not healthy, and but you need the fat. So if you'd like to partake in those, you may. But one of the things that we want people to understand is that we don't want you to carb load over the 2 high fat days. Okay, we want you to literally be eating high fat foods. Okay, like salmon, avocado, full fat dairy, not skim milk, whole milk, right? If you're going to drink milk, lots of oils and nuts and fried foods, like we said. Your goal is to gain 3 to 5 pounds over those 2 days. Okay, and you'll be surprised sometimes at how difficult that might be. But take your drops, eat high fat foods for 2 days, and that's how you start this program. Okay. Now, you've prepared, you've done your 2 high fat days, and you're ready now to start cruising and losing. And the weight loss program itself, the diet itself, is so easy, it's so simple, it's structured, and you can sustain this throughout the entire time you're on this program. Um, During the step 2 fat loss phase, there are 4 major things you need to continually do. We call those the 4 pillars of fat loss success. Take your drops because you want to keep the body and hypothalamus continually stimulated so that it can detoxify the fat. You want to eat the way from the list that we give you. Very simply, very simple eating, I promise. You want to drink the water you're supposed to drink, and we want you to stay plugged into support. And we have all of that, for you. Little bit about the drops. I am the one who has formulated these drops. I met a wonderful nutritional biologist that helped me formulate the amino acids. And then I've worked with a homeopathic expert. Now, personally, I've worked with her for over 20 years, and she has helped me formulate the homeopathic drops for either women or men. These are the catalysts for this transformation that you're going to go through. Um, they are what supports the hypothalamus, which is supporting the effective weight loss. Highest quality natural ingredients. We have the certifications and lab testing for full ingredient transparency, and they are made in the United States. Our drops do not contain herbs, GMOs, caffeine, hormones, stimulants, appetite suppressants, or any of the common allergens. They also do not interfere with the efficacy of medications. What does interfere with your medications is you losing weight. So as you're losing weight, you need to make sure you're keeping in contact with your physician. The amino acids, a little bit about those. These are hormone-free. They support the detox organs. They support the brain and nervous system, muscle recovery, tissue repair. They have the BCAA trio. They're just amazing. They help regulate metabolism and curb the sugar cravings. Okay. The homeopathic formula, the platinum drops, these are really, they support the physical body. They really support the mental and emotional well-being of the person who is going through this transformation. We have targeted different triggers, I guess we could call them, that women have versus men, so that they are being supported through the some of the mental and emotional, ups and downs that people have when they're trying to change their lifestyle, right? And they really are so amazing for mood stability and just mental stamina in general. So the homeopathic platinum drops are also to be taken 3 times a day, along with the amino acids. And you learn all about that from your dashboard and manual. Pillar number 2 is eating simply. And you're literally going to be eating and shopping for real food, not packaged meals, not replacements, no shakes, no bars. You're going to be preparing your own delicious meals. The list that we want you to follow are actually they're on the front page of the website. You can find them there. They're on your dashboard right now if you sign up for a free account. And of course, they'll be in your manual when you get that as well. 2 vegetables, 2 proteins, 2 fruits a day. The 2-2-2-2 rule is simple. The extra 2 on the last part of it is 2 crunchy carbs. So 2 carbohydrate choices you can have from the list that we are giving you. Those are optional, though. You don't have to have the carbohydrate, the crunchy carbohydrates, like the breadsticks, the wasas. You don't have to have those. A lot of people do like them. But we also have a few free things that you can have as much as you want throughout the day. And then there's a couple of things like kale and spinach that you can eat a little bit extra every day besides the 3.5 ounce portions. Okay, so twice a day you're having vegetables, twice a day you're having protein, twice a day you're having fruits. The third pillar of success is full hydration. You have to drink the water that you're supposed to drink. The rule is half your body weight in ounces of water every day, or 90 ounces, whatever one is higher. So if you're 250 pounds, half of that is 125. That's what you'll drink. Let's say you're 150 pounds, half of that's 75. No, you will drink 90, right? So this habit is something that is going to be, you'll work this in for the rest of your life. And it's so important to drink your water. It's the number one reason why you're going to lose the weight. So making sure you are staying hydrated. Support is the last pillar of success. We want you to stay plugged in. Sometimes it gets difficult, right? To keep up the mental, tenacity to keep going. Sometimes we get triggered by some of the things that are going on in our life. Well, you're going to need some support through that. And that is why we have our private Facebook group, right? That is why we have your online dashboard. That's why we have weekly live group coaching sessions, and our support team as well. You can call our phone number Monday through Friday, and you can talk to one of us, and we will help you through this. So we want you to know that even if you don't have support at home, you have it with us. Now, let's say you got to your goal and you're ready to descend and you're coming off of the program. You will be stopping your drops. This is step 3. You'll be continuing the same low-calorie diet for 2 days. And this is going to help the body reestablish the metabolic processes without all the extra hypothalamus stimulation. So just so you understand, this 2-day exit strategy has to be done. And again, it's no drops, but the same diet you were just doing in step 2. All right, so now step 4 is when you've gotten into the terminal and you're getting your luggage, you're getting off the plane, the whole thing, right? 3 to 6 weeks, it depends on how much weight you've lost. You will learn about that from your manual, but you're going to maintain a structured routine like the step 2 protocol. 2 vegetables, 2 proteins, 2 fruits a day, but you're going to have increased portion sizes, different food choices, not just those lists. You'll be able to add in healthy high fats again. And if you'd like to add an exercise at this point, then you may do that as well. You are still avoiding sugar, alcohol, starches, and carbohydrates because those are what actually allows the body to absorb fat, keep it. So it's really, really important that you stay away from those things during this time frame. You want to allow all the excess fat cells to be reabsorbed and not to be refilled. All right, the body will reabsorb those fat cells. Okay, but you don't want to have them, being exposed to high blood sugar levels, because then they can absorb fat when you have high blood sugar levels. This is Georgia. She did the program 9 years ago and she still has her weight off. And hands down, it is the best program. All right, so if you're experiencing any of these things, please do not let them hold you back. Thousands and thousands of people have done our program, over 13,000 at this point. And many of them have had one, two, or more of these issues while doing our program. And they also have gotten rid of these issues. Now, this is Brittany, and she actually lost 70 pounds with us. And she did it even when she started out the program with PCOS. And this is such a difficult condition to have for losing weight. But she stuck with it. She knew she was going to be a slower loser than the typical person, but she knew that she could do it. Everything made sense to her, and she just kept on it. And now she's no longer on prescriptions for it, and she no longer has it. So if you can say yes to taking the drops 3 times a day, drinking your water, preparing and eating whole, real food, and following the guidelines, then you're absolutely ready to do our program. At this point, I just want to give you the gift and say thank you for being here. Um, it's a $10 off at checkout when you use the coupon code webinar10. If you'd like to visit breakthroughm2.com to go check out the packages and sign up for your free account, you may do so. You basically have all of the information that you need, the science that you need, and everything you need to go and make your decision. Um, if you're sticking around, how do you get started? Well, we have a package that includes everything that you need to get for your transformation. You're going to get your set of weight loss drops, whether it's men's or women's. They do last for 40 days. Um, you're going to get your B12, which is very important to help with energy, and you're going to get potassium, which is heart support. And also, too, we give the potassium and actually the B12 because the potassium, we've eliminated a lot of foods that normal Americans get potassium in, like potatoes, bananas, for example. Those are not on the list. So you need to have potassium for proper heart function. So that is why we have potassium included in this package. B12 is another one that you need. It's the only place you can find it is red meat. So we want to make sure that even if people are eating red meat, they're probably not eating it enough of it during low calorie. So we want to make sure you're getting the B12 as well. The package also includes everything you need educational wise. Your manual covering all the steps and everything in between. Additional tools and resources that we have to help you be organized. Live weekly group coaching sessions with me on Zoom and Facebook. Membership to the full membership, not just a trial membership. If any of you are not part of our Breakthrough M2 community on Facebook and you'd like to be, search out Team Breakthrough M2 and ask for to be a member, to join. And then when you purchase, you will be, you have full access at that point. Again, the package includes all of the guidance and access to our M2 member support team, which they're amazing. Of course, all of the online dashboard features, videos, bonus videos, weight tracker, weekly photo upload to track your physical progress. And I can say that this is a phenomenal addition to our dashboard. And if you don't see the scale moving sometimes, but you can see weekly photos, it's so motivating. So make sure you do it. You have hundreds of recipes, delicious recipes that use normal ingredients, nothing crazy. Okay. And all of that is for $249, and it'd be $239 if you use the coupon code. So please know that you're getting the full package and everything you need to succeed. And if somebody told you that you can lose 20 to 40 pounds within 6 weeks for $239, it's a steal. So your next step is to visit the website, create or access your free account, order the 40-day express package. Please fill out the new member form to establish your start date. It is that simple. And then we can have everything aligned for you so that you get everything on time. If there's anything that anybody needs to talk about or they would like to discuss their personal health history with us, please schedule a free consult with one of our team members so you can get the clarity that you need. Um, there is a free consult link on the website. Okay. So make sure that you use that. And it could even be in the comments as well, but it's on the website. If you have any questions, please also go to our website. We have a chat there. Um, and just know, guys and girls, that these people are normal, everyday people. Okay, we have a truck driver, nurse, teacher, lawyer, vet tech, hairdresser. They're doing everyday jobs just like you and me. And if they can do it, so can you. So thank you so much for joining me. And this is my favorite quote. We really do love seeing less of you. Have a wonderful evening.